Right, hello everyone. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Philly, and we're here for PRF1 for a short qualifying followed by a sprint race and then 50% race of Monza, Italy. Um, Temple of Speed should be interesting. I believe a full grid, as far as I know. It was earlier on, last I checked, so I believe it will be. And we're just a minute or so, a couple of minutes away from starting. Just done all the sharing about and just getting the stream manager up on my laptop. So there we go. There we are. We'll be able to do a poll in a bit. We'll do it based on the qualifying performance of one of the drivers. So I'll do it. We'll do it quickly, sort of between quali and sprint race or something like that. No, I don't know. Actually, no, because that doesn't give you guys, if the drivers want to have a little go on it, they can't. Don't really give them a chance, does it? So let's have another think. Actually, who should we go for? I haven't got Clem with me this week, unfortunately. He was supposed to be, but I understand he's having internet issues, so he can't join me. It's a bit of a shame. We may also have an interruption or two later on, guys, because clever old me decided to book a grocery delivery from Sainsbury's for 9 till 10. I'm completely forgetting about the streaming, so that was fun. Dark Mark's in tonight. Could do Dark Mark. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do Dark Mark now. Dark Mark, who did brilliant comms last night for one of the other leagues I'm in, for WAOF1. So thank you, Mark, for that. That was an awesome job. And yeah, let's go with Dark Mark then for the prediction today, guys. So manage prediction, start prediction, and what we'll do, will Dark Mark. This is quite an interesting one. This is a little bit. Going to give you two chances at this, guys. So, will Dark Mark finish top 5 in either race? So you've got two chances at this. What do you think? Will Dark Mark finish top 5 in either race? So that is either the sprint race or the main feature 50% race. You got a yes or a no, and I will give you. You got qualifying, which is short. So if I give you 20 minutes from now, that should be plenty of time. There you go. Excellent. So there is your prediction for the evening. Please give that a go if you fancy it. One thing we don't have tonight, which is a bit of a shame, if with Clem not being here, one thing we don't have is the app tonight, which shows the tyre wear and speed, track speed, all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, unless Clem sort of pops up at some point, because I think he's still trying some things to try and get online. Trying to do it for his phone or something, I'm not sure. But, there you go. Anyway, countdown is done. We head into short qualifying. I believe somebody has had their first, has gone 15k. Whoa. Who's done that? Who has done that? So, the big money, or the big channel points, is on no, and Fatal Defiance has said no. Oh, Fatal. Evening Fatal, evening Dark Mark. I can see you both commented, but for some reason it's all looking weird. Was it looking weird? Me? I got to reload that on my phone. Here we go. Okay, why on my phone are all your comments completely greyed out? I can barely see them. Come on, Dark Mark. You can do this. What's going on? Alright, looks like my phone's going to be completely useless tonight. Alright guys, I will try via the laptop to keep on top of the comments. And we got rain. Rain. I was about to say in Spain, but we're not in Spain. That wouldn't work, would it? Rain in Italy. And it's intermediate tyre weather for short quali at least. We'll find out as we go through what the rest is going to be. Top 5 in either race. Mark's finding that hilarious. No betting no on yourself, Mark. You can do it, man. I'd laugh if you bet no on yourself and then you did it. That would actually be awesome. So, Sergeant Carroll first out onto track to do a run. See, I'm quite heavy. Certainly still intermediate weather, but intermediate conditions, but still quite heavy. Right then, just seeing if there's any update from Clem, but doesn't look like it. So, down to the first chicane for the first time this evening. Oh, camera very, very wide at turn 1, and that is that lap completely gone. No salvaging that one. This shit looks like he got through it okay, so let's deal with him. Okay, right. And to the second chicane, which I'm told is going to be a big part of tonight's race. It's difficult. Well, both chicanes are very difficult. To Lesmos 1 and 2. Oh, a little out of shape, a little oversteery on the exit of Lesmos 1. Obviously, it depends on the conditions that we're expecting in the race, but it's possible that these guys, if it's expected to be a dry race, as Kamarov gives Misfit a tow down the straight, but Misfit then invalidates going into Ascari. So let's go to the next driver, who looks to be Shrek by the looks of it. So, but yeah, for expecting dry conditions, they may be, if they're on dry setups, it could be very difficult. Getting yourself up the grid a little bit if you go with a wet setup for this qualifying session, but see, that doesn't suit the race then. As Shrek then gets the first proper time on the board, 1 minute 27.8. Got a Red Bull to Davis on his way down to Parabolica. 0 practice time. So it's not 0 practice time, is it, Dark Mark? You've had plenty of practice time. You just chose to play Forza instead. Well, that's disgraceful. 129.4 from Davis goes P2. Schmitty 29.6 in P3. And we find someone else who's at McLaren. That's Dystopian. Dystopian heads to the line, and that's 1 minute 29.1. Goes P2 for the moment. Axel's just gone up to P2 now, 28.1, as Schmitty is round out of the first chicane. Now it's Robbo getting on, he's just coming out of Parabolica, heads to the line. 129.6 puts him to P7, right behind his teammate. It's on the way. The Haas are back round. It's a bit of Kamarov actually. He's the first of the two. And it's 128.0 from Kamarov is good enough for P2. Can I get to misfit in time? Just about 28.7. So second and fourth at the moment for the Haas drivers. Here comes Ollie out of Parabolica. It's his second attempt as well, but looks like this one ain't gone according to plan either. 37.5, not a representable time. Not within the 107% time, or whatever it was they used to be. We'll not be able to start with that time. Definitely not. Davis goes fastest now, 27.7. It's what having that extra lap experience of the track can do. He's one of the drivers round. It looked like a Williams. He's a Scott. And Zaxel now goes fastest, 27.5. We are with Big D as he crosses the line, 28.478, puts him P5 for the moment. Spriggs would have been next, but he is invalidated. So let's go to the other Ferrari of D-Bomb tonight, reserving. Across the line to a 28.2, that puts him into P5 just ahead of his teammate. Can we spot anybody with maybe an improvement going on? At the moment, Shrek keeps his head over the line. Yeah, improves by a quarter of a second, 27.6 goes into P2. Quite often with these conditions they'll do multiple laps, and so what you find is they improve quite a bit. Then they'll come in for a stop, and then they'll come out for another sort of 4 or 5 minute run at the end. Although let's just stick with him up to the end of sector 2. Davis jumps up the order, so is Robert going to do the same? Yeah, he's second and a half up. That already puts him on target for 28.1. Comes down to Parabolica. And news just in, I believe we've got another driver joining us. I believe Carsey is going to be joining the fray in the other McLaren. I've just seen in the Discord chat, so expect to in a minute. Robbo 28.2 improved up to P7. Actually lost a bit of time in the final sector. He's a couple of attempts up through sector 1. So anybody on an outlap at the moment? Sergeant Kamarov is on an outlap. I feel like I've done a hilly hop lap with him for some time actually. So it's got a long way to go yet, so we will hold off. We'll watch Atkins first, then we'll go to Kamarov and do a hilly hop lap with him. As Atkins runs wide going into Ascari, I think that's going to kill his lap time. He was only a couple of attempts up, so unless he'd already made a mistake in that sector the last time through. And to the pits he comes. Okay, let's go to Kamarov then. So, just on his way to Parabolica, which is where effectively your hot lap begins. You need a good exit out of Parabolica to take straight line speed all the way down the straight. And then to turns 1 and 2. So here we go. Obviously normally DRS all the way down from there. Nice turn one, but the first corner, the almighty chicane, causes so many problems at the start of races normally. Let's hope that's not the case tonight. But nicely keeps it nice and tight to the inside, which is opens up the corner on the exit for turn two. So should take some good speed here up round the long right hand bend into the second chicane, which I think is turns 4 and 5. Might be 5 or 6. Not sure. I think it's 4 and 5 though. And it's a little bit incorrect on the actual line there, but then still exits okay. Pretty good through Lesmos 1. Maybe could have carried a bit more speed. Lesmos 2. It does look, yeah, I think he's just backed out. It did look like he was being a bit more sort of looked like he was being a bit careful actually, to be honest. But there we have it. Well, that ruins the hilly hot lap, so let's find another victim. How about Axel? How about Axel then? Still 15,000 versus 0. Come on, anybody got any faith in Dark Mark? And here comes Axel then into Parabolica. So again, we'll try again. If it don't work this time, we'll probably not work tonight. But here we go then. So head down the main pit straight. Usually DRS open, not in these conditions. And down to turns 1 and 2, which is the chicane. So many problems in the race at the starts of races, or safety for car restarts. It's all very tight, of course. Then we just hang around a long right-hander. Generally in qualifying you keep it as tight as you can to the inside. You may exit a little bit wider during the race, that's mainly to save tyres. And then into the second chicane for turns 4 and 5. Go nicely done from Axel into Lesmos now. He's got a car just ahead of him. Look on the map, I think it's an Alpine. Well, of course, if that car is... No, he does move out the way. I could say if that car's on a hot lap themselves, he's not going to be inclined really to move, but did in a way, as Axel is 3 tenths up through the second sector and into a Ascari, left, right, left. Very, very easy to spin there. Even in a dry, it's quite easy to spin there, especially if you're one of the drivers that likes to overload your front wing rather than your back. And into Parabolica, another one of these sort of long, winding corners that seems to go on forever when you're driving. But just gradually open up the steering, get on the power as quick as you can. 27.4 from Cameron, that confused me a little bit there. Axel then 27.1. Goes fastest, so those two fastest times now. Loads and loads of drivers coming around. Here's Misfit. Is he? No, he's not improved. Where's Scott? No, something else. It's Dystopian. Carsey has gotten in, by the way, and he's already got a lap on the board of a 27.8. P6 in these conditions. Having done one lap as well, it's pretty good. I'm sure he'll improve even further. Dystopian into the pits. If they want to come in for a fresh set for a final go, this is about the time to do that. Work here, Schmitty, but he's invalidated. Alpha Romeo, if I can find them. Spriggs, he's on an outback, of course he is. And then we're back around the camera off again. Oh, well, let's see if we can spot positive. Delta, we can, look. Carsey, 6 tenths up on his PB through sector 2s. Has got round about a 10th off of Axel at the moment. If we can find that in the final sector, should have a little bit more confidence going into Parabolica, you would feel. Fancy him probably gaining another 10th through the sector. Can't see the steering wheel to see the split time. Here he comes, 27.017, goes fastest for the moment. Still likely to see more improvements going on, I feel though. David's quarter of a second up through sector 1, but has lost a bit through sector 2. Still improving though. Goes out of Ascari. Actually, we've only seen one driver, I think, through that Williams. That we saw earlier on, had spun, so we've only seen one do that so far in Ascari. Let's head to the line then. 27.4, 3 tenths up. Davis, and goes P4. You know he's got a bit more in him because he lost a bit of time through sector 2. Here is Spriggs. Didn't quite catch his time through sector 2. Just noticed the guys gone to an ad, so see you back in a bit. But I'll see you guys. Well, subscribers still with us. It looks like Spriggs backed out of that. He's going to have another go instead. There's a throw. No, that's D-bomb on an out lap. All the others, Scott heading for the line. He was on an out lap as well. Let's stick with Scott then and see how he gets on. Scott's his attempt down through sector 1. Don't want to sort of move away just because of 1/10. Could easily gain that back into a good sector 2. For me, I think sector 2 is the most likely place to gain time. But, the other two sectors is more a case. It's hard to gain time in the other two sectors unless you've made some sort of mistake in those sectors, as Dark Mark is out. Harrison retires as well. I think he's retired in the pits. Dark Mark is out of qualifying, so he will start no higher than P18. Going down to Parabolica. Heads to the line, 28.3, moves into P13. Let's go to our competitors for pole position. He's actually going to make line here. Not sure exactly how long's left because the yellow flag's up. 25 seconds. Got plenty of time, isn't he? So Shrek has gone P3, 27.3. Davis just come through Lesmos 2. There's just 30 seconds remaining on the prediction, guys. Anybody wants to rival Fade to Defiance by going yes. Literally 20 seconds left, mate. Davis heads down to Parabolica. I understand it's actually called something else now, but I will always know it's Parabolica, so that's what it's going to stay as. It wasn't improving, sorry, I hadn't noticed that. Kamarov has invalidated. Axel is heading up to the sector 2 split now. He's about half a tenth down. He realised he was down. I think he's tried to really sort of attack Ascari and just got a little bit out of shape. Sorry, I should go back to him, but oh, in fact, he spun it now. Oh, he hasn't. That's Shrek. Sorry. No, he's driving slowly. Okay, let's get somebody else. Have we got anyone else? Not Atkins. Big D heading for the... No, he's heading for the pits. Robbo, maybe. Currently in P10. He's invalidated. Anybody else? Fate is out. Skumba. Heading for the line. Found anything? He has. He's found 8 tenths. And moves up to P14. So a nice lap at the end there from Gumba. What about Shrek? Did he get across the line to have another go? He did, but he is going to the pits. He was only just over half a tenth down through sector 2. But it looks like Carsey's jumped in halfway through qualifying and nicked pole position off of everyone. How dare he? How dare he? Who said it was alright for him to join? It's Davis' fault, isn't it? Damn it, Davis. Should have said you could join, but you got to start from the back. That's what she said. No further information on plan. Okay, yeah, reminder to drivers, there is a 3-minute break before the sprint, okay? Davis has put the go time as 8:55, which is 2 minutes away, so, but just don't ready up, and admin will ready up when it's time. So for the sprint, we have Carsey on pole, Axel P2, Shrek 3, Ollie in 4, Cameron 5, Davis 6, Spriggs 7, Atkins 8, Big D 9, Robbo in 10, D-Bomb 11, Misfit 12, Scott and Goomba 13 and 14, Dystopian in 15, Theo 16, Fatal 17, Darkmark in 18, Schmitty and Darth Tims 19 and 20. Didn't quite get the incidents there for quality, but it's not really important. Not for qualifying. Oh, thank you, Goomba. Okay, Darkmark has had to reset his router, so definitely nobody ready up because I understand the weather is absolutely horrendous around the country. It's ridiculously down here in Devon. It's been absolutely boiling today, but not so much now. It's gone a bit cold now. I'm reading in chat that Carsey didn't have time to do a final lap, so the time he's done, which gave him pole position, was with no ERS. Which obviously, guys, on a track like Monza, it's not nicknamed the Temple of Speed for nothing. Not using the RS around here would have cost him loads of time. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a bit of the old mind games. I reckon it is. A bit of the old mind games going on from Carsey, I reckon. Not sure I believe in that on that one. So I can't remember how many laps it said the sprint race was. I think it was 9. We'll see in a moment, in a way. So generally, the tyres you use in a sprint, I think you can pretty much get away with soft sit. I'd say 90% of the tracks, pretty much, but it probably depends on where you qualify. If you're somewhere near the front, actually the longevity of the mediums is probably the better option. Whereas if you're maybe a driver that is usually at the front, but for whatever reason you're somewhere near the back, then you probably want the softs to help you get through the field a bit. So it's a sort of different way of going, but mostly expect to see mediums. The only thing is, with having a sprint here at Monza, it does mean that the drivers will only have the one set of mediums for the race. Now, and that's regardless of whether they use them here in the sprint, you still only have one set left for the race, as one will be removed following the sprint. So, actually, it will be a one-stop 50% race, but it's very likely, the likelihood of a safety car around here is very high. So, you know, I'm not saying we definitely will, because that's never the case. It's never definite, but it's a high likelihood. Very high. In a way, the formation lap starts, and Carsey leads us away on the medium tyres. Axel's gone with the softs, so he's looking to get off the line and get ahead. He wants to lead the way. Then Shrek, Ollie and Cammy on the mediums. Davis is on the softs. Spriggs Atkins, Big D and Robbo on the mediums, D-Bomb on the softs. I can also tell you that Fatal, Dark Mark, Schmitty and Darth Timms are on the softs. Darth Timms, welcome to the league, by the way. It's his debut tonight as a reserve. So welcome to him and good luck for the evening. And I don't think there's any other debuts. We've had Garcia before, so no, I don't think so. I don't think there's any other debuts. If I'm missing one, I apologise, but I don't think I am. So what do you guys reckon? The car seat to lead this away and take victory? Will Axel have something to say about that? It could be largely down to getting off the line, couldn't it? Although it's not just getting off the line, he needs to get away from Carsey, otherwise in those later sort of laps 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 7, 8, 9 actually, he may struggle against the mediums. He'll be a lot fresher at that stage. Here they come. Moment, everybody's still okay on the formation lap. No disqualifications as they've been going around the grid, the lap. See if anybody gets disqualified for missing the grid slot. Dark Mark has just joined just in time. Oh, Dystopian gets disqualified. Darth Timms gets disqualified as well. So two drivers will be starting about a metre back, or half a metre, whatever it is, back. Lights are on, lights are out, and away we go. As the view is absolutely horrendous, so we've moved on board instead with P3, Shrek. And we see Ollie up the inside, Axel's going up the inside of Carsey. Axel's got the move done and takes the lead of the race. Ollie also gets the move done and is into P3, so a good start from those two drivers. Position changes up. D-Bomb is up 3 places to P8. Dystopian was up 3 places, but it's just lost out to Misfit. And Schmitty off to a good start as well, up 3 places. A few drivers that have lost a bit, but that's Theo. I think that might be Theo. He's dropped to the back. He's only actually just 1.5 seconds off, so whatever happens to him, he's recovered it very quickly and is very much still in this. So he is down 4 places, but plenty of time to recover that. At the moment then, Axel trying to use the superior tyre with the softs. And he'll be looking to see if he can break away from Carsey, and he is trying to, look. You can tell by his ERS that he is trying to get away, as Dark Mark, I think, has found himself round coming out of Ascari. So he now drops to the back. It's all no real surprise that he set the fastest lap on the first lap. As we're about to go, are we going to go 3 wide? No. Thought like we were going to for a minute, but I think wisely Davis thought better of it. And that is Kamarov up to P5. Spriggs down to 6. Was it Spriggs up to 6 and Davis down to... I don't know. It's one of them. It's one of those in a way. As Misfit is dropping. Well, he's... Again, whatever's happened to him, he's back. Oh, Fatal's round! He's going! Oh, wow. That was a big moment from the Alfa Romeo. And get himself facing the right way. Needs to get the car turned round. And that he now has done. So we can get back to the action. Shrek right on the back of Ollie here. And he's got to run. He's got to run. He's going to get this done very early on. So Shrek up to P3. Don't forget, big championship battle going on at the moment between Axel, Shrek and Kamarov, who currently occupy 1, 3 and 5. RC still very much on the back of Axel. Surely he's going to look to get a move soon. See, Axel has used around about half of his energy, whereas Carsey's still basically on 100%, 98 at the moment. The thing about this track, because you, as Fatal made his way back round to the pits and retires out of the sprint race, so yeah, it's one thing with this track, because it's such low wings that you use around here, you do actually gain quite a bit of ERS back, energy back each lap, so you do get to use quite a lot of energy around here. Here we go, surely. The only reason Carsey doesn't get past here is if he chooses that he doesn't want to, but he is making the move, as you can see. And that is completed, and through he goes on the outside, down to turn 1, done before the braking zone. And Sergeant Kamarov has also gotten through past Ollie and Goomba. Also through against Scott, up to P12. Oh, Carsey gets out of shape, coming out the second chicane. Recovers it, but very close to disaster there for the McLaren man this evening. But, so he recovers it, and Axel will continue on trying to stick with him. It does feel like Axel's best chance now would probably be to try and stick with him and get a good run on him in the DRS zone on the final lap. At the moment, Carsey is absolutely hoarding his energy. So then gets the slipstream, can he make the move, goes to the inside and up the inside, through he goes, done way before the braking zone for turn 1. And into the lead he goes, Carsey down to second, but again still hoarding that energy, no doubt at all that he will come back at some point. It's Ollie now right on the back of Spriggs if we can look to make a move. Spriggs get a little out of shape coming out the second chicane. And, so DRS zone, best use on this DRS zone just to sort of catch up onto the gearbox of the car ahead. Go into Ascari. Try and stay close if you can, but good exit actually from Spriggs ahead. See, Ollie not the greatest deal of DRS at this point. Head into Parabolica. And Ollie nowhere near close enough, I don't think, to make a move. Let's stick with him because he is gaining at this point. And actually, let's just head up. Sergeant Kamarov gets past Shrek. Carsey's gotten past Axel. Ollie's getting close, but I think he's going to run out of... Oh, it's a bit of... I think he's missed his braking. Yeah, he realised what he'd done. Missed his braking. Actually goes through the slalom instead of just driving through the boards. That's always good. And rejoins the other side. Unlucky Ollie. It's good that he realised he missed his braking instead of trying to make the corner, which could have caused an incident. He just held back. D-bomb tight to the back of Davis at this point. Yeah, he's going to get very close here. You don't really want to be making a move open to Ascari. Fortunately, is you said it. Well, the problem is if you make the move up to Ascari, you give the DRS back for the pit straight, so they're likely to come straight back at you. You can see there Davis's red light was flashing on the back of the car, so D-Bomb, I fancy a chance here. Comes to the inside, Davis takes the racing line on the outside instead, and D-Bomb gets through again way before the braking zone. So through he goes into P6. So good race so far from D-Bomb. Up 5 places so far, as you can see. So have we got anybody else? Atkins maybe. Just within half a second of Big D. Got Robbo just behind as well on this one, so lap 7 at the moment, so we head on to lap 8. That will do 2 laps remaining. Again, Atkins was dropping off of Big D there, but he still had DRS. And so Hatch is back up close to him. Got a slipstream here to take us up to Parabolica. Only further up the track he's got a penalty. I'm not sure. I can only assume that was just a corner cutting one. I don't think he got that when he headed off at turn 1. I can't remember a penalty coming up. So here we go then. Atkins DRS open. Heads to the inside. Carbon copy of many of the other moves. Oh, and look, Robbo's trying to come through as well. Big D says, I don't think so, buddy. That was too cheeky for Big D. So he closes the door. Well, made it as tight as possible for Robbo in a way. So Robbo in the end has to back out. But Atkins very nicely through. Robbo getting close again. The only problem for Atkins is he's made that move the penultimate lap. So he's going to be vulnerable going on to the final lap. Robbo, if anything, not looking like it. Big D just getting in like to Ascari. Look, it's going to be tight as anything. I think we should move to the front for at least for the moment, because this is going to be the moment. I hadn't realised actually that Kamarov had gotten ahead of Axel. Apologies for that, guys. I missed that one. But here comes Kamarov with the DRS. We'll go to the inside quite late on. Actually, sort of covers in the middle of the track. They are going to be side by side for turn 1 and 2. Little touch. Kamarov on the outside, I suspect, will get the better exit, and does. But that's not the end of that. Sorry, let's quickly get back down to the other guys. Big D is now P9, so he's gotten ahead of Atkins. Robbo not able to do anything about him. He's sort of stuck. It's always the problem when the driver ahead of you has got DRS as well. It becomes very difficult. Let's watch this last lap battle then, because Carson is going to get one more chance, you feel. Heading up to Ascari. He's led the majority of the race. It's been between him and Axel. Kamarov's recovery here, you have to say, has been outstanding. But Carsey goes to the inside. There's not a lot Kamarov can do. Carsey simply has too much energy left on his battery. Kamarov looks to pick up the slipstream, but as said, Carsey has so much energy left. There's still not a lot he can do here, Kamarov. Axel just waiting to see if they can pick up anything and leftovers, but it's not going to happen. So Carsey takes victory in the sprint race and pole position. Sergeant Kamarov P2, Axel P3, Shrek 4, Spriggs 5, D-Bomb 6, Davis in 7, Ollie heading to the pits for some odd reason. Not sure what he's doing there. Sorry, D-Bomb 6, Davis 7, Atkins 8, Robbo 9, Big D 10, Scott in 11, Gumba 12, Misfit 13, Darkmark 14, Schmitty 15, Theo in 16. Ollie crossed the line in 17 then after heading to the pits on the final lap there. Dystopian was P18. So Dark Tim will have been 19 with Fatal, or any retirement being P20. So there is the results. Scroll through that so that the guys for the results have got that to look at. Oh, actually gives the results because it shows penalties. Big D had 3 seconds there, and it was 10 seconds that Ollie had. So it must have been at that point going over turn 1. I can't imagine he would have got it anywhere else. I didn't see it. Quickly just scroll through the incidents so that the stewards have got them if they need them. And right guys, I'm going to quickly nip to break. My dad needs a hand with the shopping which has now been delivered, so I need to go and do that a moment while we have a 5-minute break until the race starts. So I'll be back in a few minutes with a fresh coffee. I'll see you then. Right, okay guys, back with you. And, well, you're not back with me though, because you're on an ad break, okay. For those of you that subscribers, hello, back with you. And, should be getting going anytime soon, I think. Just check the phone, make sure I haven't missed any notifications. There you go. Excellent, so the formation lap begins. Let's have a look then. What are they doing? What are they going? Car seat at the front goes for the hard tyre first. The general rule of thumb on this year's game, guys, is hard tyres to medium tyres tends to be the fastest strategy at basically every track. However, we got 3 disqualifications. Schmitty, Theo and Ollie have been disqualified. Naughty boys. They'll get put back to the start line and we'll start about a metre back in their grid slots with cold tyres. Not ideal on a what is a long run down to a chicane for turn 1. But, yeah, in a way, Carsey starting on the hards. Then second camera off down to 8th place Atkins, all on the mediums. Robbo on the softs. Hards for Big D. Mediums for Scott and Goomba. Then softs for the Misfit. Dark Mark on the hards. Softs for Schmitty and Ollie. Mediums for Theo, Dystopian, Darth Tims. And the hard tires for Fatal. And that is, I'm sure that's a sort of showing you just what the guys are expecting, the way that safety cars are expected around here. So, I mean, in terms of track difficulty, this is a very easy track. It's a temple of speed because it's got so much straight line on it, but the nature of that speed means that people run extremely low rings to make them fastest in a straight line, and therefore the lower downforce does result in some incidents here and there. So let's go on board, I think, with Shrek, shall we? So 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights are on. Out they go, and away we go at Monza, Italy, for the PRF1 race. Spriggs gets off to a really good start. He's up the outside there of us. I thought he was going to have a moment. He does have a little bit of contact with Spriggs there. See this, as Misfit does go across the corner slightly. Dystopians picks up 5 seconds for a severe collision with Dark Mark. It's quite an unusual penalty. And doesn't often give those out. Let's see. 5 second. So hang on. Does that, so has Dystopian just been given 10 seconds? He has. He's got 2 5-second penalties there for severe collision with Dark Mark. The first one was for the collision, severe collision with Dark Mark. The second 5 seconds was for severe collision with Dark Mark and gaining a place. So that explains that. Misfit, something's happened at Lesmos 2 there, and he drops to the back. But anyway, let's try and focus on something here. So Kamarov leads from car seat. Axel P3, Spriggs P4, and I suspect certainly the top 3, and I suspect probably Spriggs as well for the top 4 here, and probably Shrek actually in P5. I wouldn't be surprised to see them together all race, you know. As Axel goes to the inside of car seat and to use the extra grip he's got on those medium tyres, makes the corner and is up to P2. Nice move from Axel, that one. D-bomb. making headway as well. He's up to P7. Dystopian makes a move. And he is into P14. But of course with that penalty, he will, if this is a one-stop race, then he will serve 5 seconds of that on his pit stop. But hey Mario, long time no see. Definitely, I hope you're well. Definitely nice to hear from you, buddy. I hope you're well and that you're doing fine and everything's good out there in Mario Land. So really tight at the moment. Top 13 basically in what would be a DRS drain on lap 3. Davis is just a second out. Oh, actually that means something's happened to Davis. He's down to P8. So I'm not sure what happened, but when the P8 is gone, he was actually in P5, wasn't he? On point. Here are the top guys again. Axel, Carsey. Carsey looks like he's going to hold on to P2 there. Get back into P2. Spriggs on the outside of Axel there. There's a little switch back and then switch back again. That's didn't really work on that occasion. Davis looks like he might have a run on D-Bomb here. Maybe won't make the move into here. Now DRS is activated. D-Bomb. It's just a bit outside the 1 second to Robbo. So Davis will be on to his teammate here. Don't let him get within the 1 second. I can get him on the DRS if you don't let him get within the 1 second of you. And will he look to make the move here? No. There's a little look to the inside, but I suspect that was more to help him see his braking point rather than looking to make an overtake. Or maybe even to make D-Bomb think twice. And we'll look. It's getting too close before Parabolica, so actually have to lift slightly. As we got yellow flags, and that is Misfit. He's coming out of Mascari there. He has already turned to where he was, so here is Davis making that move now to the inside. Look at the overspeed that Atkins has got. And he looks to make the move as well. He's on the outside here of D-Bomb. Goes to the inside for turn 2. In the end, D-Bomb holds him off, but Davis is through nicely and into P7. Ollie, that little move attempt from Atkins, it's left him vulnerable to Ollie. And Ollie makes the most of it and is through to P9. Yeah, has that done before the break-in for the second chicane. D-Bomb's a little out of shape on the exit. Oh, side by side through Lesmos. Still side by side. Oh, goodness me. Oh, they did it well, to be fair to them. It's Ollie. I don't think either of them have got DRS, incredibly. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't know why D-Bomb's giving that place up, unless he was told to. We have got yellow flag out. That yellow flag was Atkins. There's something happened to Atkins through Lesmos. Perhaps you guys might have noticed what it was that occurred there. I didn't see anything happen to Atkins, but perhaps he was caught up in something. I don't know. Or perhaps he just got out of shape. Anyway, Carsey through into turn 1. It's camera officer back into the lead. Hard tires working well for him in this point. Yeah, I'm fine, Mario. Thank you very much. All good, buddy. Still doing all the commentary in the world. Still racing myself as well. I'm doing okay at that. Not great, but I'm doing okay. So the question, I guess, is going to be. Look at the top 4 here. Look, 90%, 98%, 95%, 94% ERS. Then Shrek's on 71, which is still very good, to be fair. Just trying to stick with this for a little bit and give you some continuity. So, Kamarov's car just looked like it was jumping around a little bit there. said there has been, across the UK today, there has been some horrendous weather going on. So I wouldn't be massively shocked to see one or two slightly dodgy connections tonight. But to be fair, if that's the extent of it, that isn't bad at all. So, is anybody going to get moved on this lap round? No, doesn't look like they are. Ooh, it gets so tight, doesn't it? First chicane. No matter what the lap is, if you're all close like that, it's going to get very, very tight. And Spriggs, is he going to try and hang it around the outside of Shrek and into the second chicane? That's all, they have a little contact. Not much, but it was a little bit of a contact. And I thought it might for a moment leave Spriggs vulnerable to Shrek, but not on this occasion. In Shrek's position here, your thoughts automatically have to start going to, what can I do about this? Is there something I can do around the pit stops, maybe, to get ahead of this group? Because at the moment, there's nothing I can do about them on track. They've all got DRS, I haven't, or sorry, we've all got DRS, so there's nothing I can do under DRS. It's Darth Timms looks like he's round at Lesmos 1, and just having a bit of trouble getting out from there. Spins it around nicely and he'll get going again now. Is there any signs of any damage? So I've got to actually look, because without Clem here on the app that he uses while doing the co-coms, the app would tell us whether he had damage or not, but because he's not here, I'd have to have a quick look. And well, there's no obvious signs. Certainly no obvious signs of any damage there to me. Yo. Right then, so Spriggs has managed to get ahead of Axel this time round. No, Axel still right on the back of him. This group now got about a 4-second gap to Robbo. Kamarov gets ahead of car seat. Quite a bit there. Right, so maybe have a little moment at Lesmos 2. Darth Timms now picking up a 3-second penalty. First driver since the very start of the race when Dystopian got those 2 5 seconds. It's all looking very tight at the moment as you guys go into a break. We'll see you shortly. And oh, goodness me, what's going on? Oh, Kamarov's connection is dying. That unfortunately is the connection of Sergeant Kamarov, who's driving the Haas there. And this will definitely have effects on people. It's quite possible that to him, things seem okay on his screen, and you might be thinking, hang on, why is people... you know, you might think there's some dodgy... Look at the way Spriggs actually went to the inside thinking he was overtaking Kamarov. And then Kamarov's car just jumped up the road. So there's not a lot Kamarov can do about that in a way, especially mid-race. Those behind will have to do their best, I suppose. Absolutely, if they feel like it's... Yeah, Greg, it is. Yeah, I'm seeing it on here as well. They weren't too bad earlier on, and in the sprint race, but for whatever reason, it's really playing up now. And yeah, so I can't imagine anybody's gonna tell him to retire. I'd imagine he will carry on and just get better through it as best he can. As I said, the weather today across the UK has been horrendous. Apart from down here in sunny Devon, of course. There's Schmitty, all out of shape, coming out of Ascari and drops to P19. So we're likely to see some pit stops coming up. I think the soft guys must be getting towards the point of no return with those tyres. Now, it will depend on whether they're going to the hard tyre or the medium tire. You would think they'll probably pit to the hards, but there's no guarantee in that at all. There's, well, hang on, Atkins and Schmitty have both pitted. Was there a contact maybe between these two? Schmitty needs a new front wing. It didn't look to me like Atkins did, so I think that might be a genuine pit stop. As these 5 continue to battle at the top, there's got to be a point where someone pulls the trigger and says, I'm going to try and undercut and take the lead. And you would think it would be Shrek from P5 at some point will try and undercut this group. I don't know when. I mean, because you don't want to be pitting too early, because you'll just leave yourself extremely vulnerable later in the race, but you've got to think he's going to do it at some point. Yeah, that's about right, Greg. So I think the undercut's likely to come from Shrek. The only thing is, just because Carsey started on the hards, don't assume that he's going to go longest. The mediums are very much capable of doing 14, 15 laps, so he could easily pit sort of lap 12, lap 13 to get off the hards. And if he did that and pitted first, that would give him a massive undercut. There's the 2 Red Bulls, by the way, have switched places. A bit of team orders, maybe. As Robbo's softs presumably are beginning to feel pretty tired. These 5 at the moment, producing beautiful race. Well, in fact, you know what? The league is producing a beautiful race here at Monza at the moment. As we know, any of us guys that race as well, who's watching or commentating or whatever, we all know how difficult a track this can be, how easy it can be for safety cars to be brought out here. As Darth Timms just needs to be a bit careful here. He's on the verge of being lapped. Now, he's just pitted, although he's pitted off. Why on earth is he pitted to soft tyres? Answers on a postcard on that one. I was going to say, as long as he just carries on, all these guys that are coming up to lap him will at some point have to pit, of course, and he doesn't lap himself, so it wouldn't be that big an issue for him, but he's pitted to soft, so presumably he's going to have to pit again. Sorry, D-bomb a little bit further down. Just gotten past Robbo. So Big D's having a little look at Scott as well. No, not deciding not to do it there. Oh, but look, there's been contact between Robbo and D-bomb. I mean, I presume there's been contact. It's possible it won't come. It could have been that one made a mistake. As Spriggs is going to be the one. He's the one coming into the pits. Spriggs is going to be the one that tries the undercut. And yeah, there's no way the game is sending him to pit lap 12 off of the medium tyre. So that is a decision he's taken to try something to get ahead. As I said, it could leave him vulnerable later in the race. What he might be thinking is if all these got pit... Oh, and we got a VSC! We've got a virtual... Absolutely no idea why, but we've got a virtual... there's your reason why Darth Timms has lost his front wing. That Les Ross by the looks of things. So it's a virtual safety car. Where is everybody? Right, the leaders are just on their way to Parabolica. Is this going to be a nightmare for Spriggs? he does not want these guys to be able to pit under the VSC. That he needs this VSC to end. Into the pits comes... Well, they're all going to come in. Of course they're all going to come in. They'd be mad not to. I wish we had some sort of warning as to when it was finishing ourselves. Drivers will know. We don't. This is Spriggs, by the way. Zip Parabolica. VSC is still out. Oh, look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's... PRS enabled, the VSC has ended. Big D and Gumbo stayed out and they now are first and second in this race. But we'll need to pit at some point. Fatal also stayed out and he's up to P7, but of course we'll have to pit at some point. And we've got some yellow flag stuff going on somewhere. No idea what for again here. Spriggs, it's disaster. It's absolute disaster for Spriggs. He's just gotten past, or been allowed past Fatal for P7 teammate. But look, he's 3 seconds off of the top 6 now. That is an absolute nightmare. So bear in mind, Big D and Gumbo still got a pit, so that will promote him up to P5. So he's now going to be the guy on the back of that little train at the front. And he's got some catching up to do to get there, actually. Carsey now on fresh mediums. He's going to want to try and get these tyres to work. He gets past Gumba. He's going to have to do the same, get past Big D. Moves to the inside. He's going to find it relatively easy, of course, with the fresh tyres. But he would love to still have someone. As Gumba goes past Big D into turn 1. And yeah, he's going to have both drivers between him and Kamarov. Carsey sniffs blood here. Smells blood. He's going to have the... He's definitely... Well, he's already got a second gap to Gumba. He's definitely going to feel like he could create a gap. He feels like this is the chance to win the race. Right here. Hey, Clem. Finally connected. Did you want to join? Are you actually online? Oh, we got a virtual safety car, so now's an ideal time. If you want to, it looks to me like that is an Aston. Yeah, it is. It's Darth Timms. He's trying to get to the pit lane. Just corrected him to the pit lane. There you go. It's a VSC for Darth Timms, who retires out in the pits. Yes, I'm on. Right, let me see if I can get you, Clem. Not showing is on. Did I miss you then? Ah, yeah, I did miss you. Sorry. There you go. Let's invite you. I have to include the stream audio now. There you go. There we go. Let's just hope it lasts. VSC still out. Kamarov is now into P2, but look, 3.7 seconds, 2.9. Gumba and Big D pit. Where did it... Look at this. Gumba comes out in P9. He's gone to the soft tyres. Big D out in P10 has gone to the mediums. I think... Oh, Big D. It's giving him a dry fruit. Nightmare. Hey, Clem.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm alright. It's fine. I'm connected.
Excellent. Awesome. We're just back racing now. Have you been able to watch at all? Or?
I managed in around lap 5, lap 6 of this race.
Right, okay. So we've had a couple of virtual safety cars, but no full safety cars. In either the race or the sprint race. Yeah, Spriggs was massively unlucky. He pitted under the before the first VSC, and then it came out and everybody that he was trying to undercut got to pit under the VSC. So that's worked well against him. But other than that, Carsey's been clever there, and on the second VSC, they've all basically. Sorry, not no. What am I talking about? After the first VSC, they've all pitted. They've come out. A couple of drivers ahead that didn't pit. He stuck them between him and Kamarov and sped off. It was his moment to win the race, and I think that's effectively what he's done, unless they're brought back together. It's,
definitely a bit mixed up. A bit mixed up.
Yeah, it's been an interesting. Well, it's been an interesting sprint and main race, to be fair. It's been a good one this evening. So,
Kamarov and Axel. It's a bit weird, neither of them are in P1, but then again, Carsey, you kind of expect it, really.
No, Carsey was clever. He was very clever. The way he timed his attempt to get past the front guys perfectly, so he'd stuck them between him and Kamarov at turn 1, and then, as I say, just by the time they reached the second chicane, he was already a second ahead of Gumba, so...
Cameron's not burning either, it's his usual tricks.
Yep. They've all been like that, actually, those top guys. It was a top 5, as I say, Spriggs was right up there before the VSC came out and ruined his strategy. He was trying to undercut to get to the front.
Ollie's in a bit of trouble here, he's got not much to burn, and Davis is going to have the overtake as well as get the help of the DRS to make sure that move is done.
Way before braking, as Gumba sets fastest lap. In his attempt to try and catch these guys, he's the next car behind. Gumba's having a hell of a race.
Yeah, he's on a good strategy here.
Yeah. Well, he stayed out on the first VSC, and then of course the second one came out, and he took it under that, along with Big D. But then Big D got a VSC after exiting the pits. Sorry, he got a VSC.
He got a drive-through.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So.
Ollie's going to be struggling here as well. He's got 3 lap older tyres. Davis is now within that second DRS for fail, so he's just going to pull away and get out of Ollie's DRS, which is absolutely brilliant on a track like this.
Yeah. So, well, not quite sure where to watch at the moment. We've got Davis approaching the back of Fatal. Obviously, Fatal hasn't pitted yet.
He backed out there and he's compromised his exit. He's got compromised his entry into Ascari backing out, which has let Ollie come back in. Really? Yeah,
got Ollie onto the back of him again, and he's just aware. I think look how much slower he has to go through Parabolica behind Fatal, so as not to hit him.
Yeah.
So Fatal drifts off into the pits. Davis will still have DRS. He should be able to defend this time round, but he's sort of try and lose Ollie. He's got a 3 lap advantage on his tyres, so might be able to lose him. So at the moment, Gumba, he is creeping towards the guys ahead of him, but he's not catching it. Well, actually, he's only just made a mistake or something, because Gumba's just taken like 8 tenths out of him in turn 1.
I think it's the soft.
Fatal's
just the soft, I'd say.
Oh, no, not party. I didn't mean to invite you to the party. Don't join the party, Fatal. That was an accident. I meant to invite you to the game. Right.
The mind games from P2, P3 and P4, Kamarov, Axel and Shrek, they're just not burning.
No, they're all doing it.
They're all doing the same.
So...
Oh, Trek is burning now. Well, he was, he's just stopped. Oh!
We've lost Misfit.
It's a full safety car.
It is.
And Axel has got the position on Kamarov.
Right, okay. Right, Carsey will pit, surely.
I think he's letting him back now. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
He's letting him...
I think he had to give it back.
No, he's kept it. He's kept it.
Okay, fair enough. Must have had it done just in time. Lots of pit stops going on to go to the soft tyres.
Yeah. See, I don't know whether it's more beneficial to pit now because obviously Carsey didn't pick up the safety car. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have carried on.
Yeah, I see. Now I think you're just putting unnecessary wear on those fresh softs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it won't be as bad as an actual race lap, but it's still be. It's not a lap behind the safety car either, is it? It's sort of in between somewhere.
No, no, it's in
So,
between.
but
But everyone on the soft tyres, Monza, it's just another sprint. Oh, D-Bomb's just got to drive through.
drive through D-Bomb. From P6 as well. He was doing well. He might have had a little coming together with Robbo earlier on. I'm not sure. They both sort of ended up round at Ascari, but I'm not sure if they actually had contact or whether one just had a little spin or something in front of the other. But they are all coming in.
It's nice to see that.
No.
And nice to see that the top four are obviously different teams. So there's no funny games being held up. No double stacking, potentially being held up by someone else.
No sort of teammate.
Yeah.
Now you mention it, I've just realised. Can you believe this? I've just realised. Look at the top 10. The whole. Hang on, is it the whole of the top 10 are different teams?
No, it's the top 9. Fatal's the 10th.
That's right, Fatal's 10th. If it
because
was Scott ahead,
is. Yeah.
If Scott was 10th, that would have been all top 10 with different teams. And bottom 10, funny enough. It worked both ways. But,
yeah, it's not often you see that.
No, come on, Scott. Sorry, Fatal, we're not cheering against you, it's just you kind of want to see that now.
Yeah, D-Bomb staying on those hards. It's going to be very detrimental to him. He needs to fit. Those 7-lap old hards are just not going to be able to compete.
No,
I don't know his pace. I don't know whether he could stay with. Let's be honest, he's not going to stay with Spriggs' DRS in front. He's just going to be crawled in by Davis in the car behind.
So, yeah, he gets swamped, but he's got to drive through as well, hasn't he? So, yeah, he's got to drive through. So, I don't know what he wants to do, really. I mean, he may as well come in and change the tyres and then serve the drive through after.
Yeah, there's no point.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? He's going to end up at the back regardless.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's done well. I'm not too sure what happened with Robbo, whether there was contact, but other than that, he's done very well, D-Bomb.
Let's have a look at position changes. Who's up the most? Ollie's up 9. Fatal's up 10. Right. Atkins down 6. This is pretty good from Fatal. This up 11 now.
Yeah. I don't know who Sammy Boy is in the chat, but I think you're on the wrong stream, buddy. I've got no idea what you're talking about. But hey.
Well, I'm going to have a look now. What?
Exactly. We're on the wrong stream, mate. You've got the wrong hilly. Actually, do you know what, Clem? I was a bit weird. I was a bit weirded out this morning. Somebody phoned in to the local radio station, to Devon Radio, and said their name was Hilly. And I was like, what? Happened to two of us, and they were like in Oakhampton, which is just down the road from me. So yeah, they actually live really close to each other as well.
Oh wow, two
like,
Hillies.
Yeah,
close proximity.
Actually hilly, so wow.
Wow, so everyone's 2-stopped apart from Fatal.
Yes, yeah. I guess Fatal did stop late, so he's decided to stay out. And
yeah, 1 lap. I don't think.
Well, in fact, yeah, they would have been 1 lap, wouldn't they? So actually, that's a nightmare for him. He could have 1 more lap if he'd have stayed out. He'd have picked under the safety car. I don't think
It'd have been P6.
Yeah, he would have
been P6. He was ahead of Davis.
Yeah.
It was ahead of Davis. Yeah. Shame, but
hey, Vice. Yeah, LJ, thank you. Where are you, Vice?
I think it's Glasgow. I think.
Yeah, I heard that. Why would you want to go to Glasgow instead of racing PRF1? That's just horrendous. Glasgow.
I like Glasgow though.
I don't know it. I've never been there. I've spoken to
Never
people in
been.
Glasgow and I can't understand a word they say.
Ah, it's brilliant. Their
Yeah, I
accent's fantastic.
used to have a translator service for Glaswegians when I used to work for the Social Department of Work and Pensions. Used to take benefit
Oh, deep.
claims over the phone. They used to phone into the call centre and used to take benefit claims. So, literally about 3 months before I left, we finally got a Glaswegian translator service. I'm not joking either. It's genuinely true.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic. I thought it'd be more the Cornwall one.
Oh no, well no, well, not from my call centre anyway, because we can understand them. About. Oh, he's had a complete
dear.
flood in his area apparently. Oh
Oh,
no.
is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, where I am in Yorkshire, it's the hills anyway, so
Yeah. Yeah,
it's no
I'm
issue
lucky
for
like
us.
that. I live in a hill, on a hill as well. I am a hill and I live on a hill. And safety car in this lap. So yeah, it all just runs down.
We haven't had a safety car yet, so you don't know where Carsey's going to go.
No.
Obviously, you've raced Carsey a few times. Do you reckon you can guess where he'll probably go?
No, I don't normally see him. I got a clue. I don't ever see him. It's gone. Even on safety car restarts, I'm usually further back.
Not even commentating.
Yeah, I see him. I don't think he's got any real sort of preference. I don't think he's got a thing set in stone, whatever he feels like at the time. He's gone now, I think.
Before
gone.
Parabolica is it's a great restart. He's already dropped
Really
Axel.
cool.
I know that
Axel's in trouble.
they're gonna burn everything.
Yeah. He's got his. Well, he's not really alongside anymore, Kamarov, but he's going to try and outbrake him. He does make the inside of the corner, to be fair. And Axel leaves him room, so Kamarov gets that done.
Spriggs has got past
But
Shrek.
because of all that, yeah, so Spriggs gets past Shrek as well, so he's back up to P4. Davis, unbelievably, is back up to P6. He might have to be in my driver of the day shout, you know, Davis.
Yeah.
Whenever I see Gumba up as high as P8 and PRF1, no, that is usually a go-to. And that's no offense, I don't mean that offensively to Gumba, that's just, he's had an excellent drive tonight. Really has.
Yeah. I think I could only go off position changes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ollie up 10 and Fatal up 9. Can't fault him.
Yeah, so something happened to Davis earlier on. I'm not entirely sure what, but he was in P4 earlier on, and then all of a sudden he was P8. So
Dystopian.
something occurred as Dystopian is round. Not the best of days for him either. Picked up a 10-second penalty out of turn 1 of the race, and now at the late stage here, he's back round. That shows you how good Carsey's restart was, because Kamarov just set fastest lap in P2. Carsey at the time when they crossed the line was over a second ahead of him, so...
Yeah, D-Bomb has got rid of the drive-through now.
Yeah. Dystopian is in as well. Don't know if he had any damage, perhaps.
From wing change.
Yeah. Oh well, get the first set of sauce and go for a fastest lap maybe. Well, at the moment, Kamarov is closing the gap on Carsey. And Carsey is not looking after his... Well, I mean, they're both about the same on energy. But yeah, Carsey ever so slightly higher.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I've actually seen Kamarov less than 50. He's always so careful with it.
Yeah. He wants... I think he knows he needs to be in the DRS. Not just to try and win the race, but he needs the DRS to protect him from Axel as well. So ultimately, that's all he needs. He doesn't need to beat Carsey. He just wants to beat. He needs to beat Axel and Shrek in the championship.
Yeah. See, Axel's now playing it smart. He's keeping that overtake.
Yeah.
This isn't so smart from Cammy. He's burning
Ollie.
his defence.
Ollie gets out of Davis and up into P6. The only problem with Ollie, I'm not sure about him winning driver of the day because he did a very odd thing at the end of the sprint, Clem, where he had a 10-second penalty, but for some reason on the last lap he drove into the pits instead of crossing the line.
Oh right.
Which made him drop way down towards the back. When he would have
He's
dropped
out
in
of
over
DRS.
10 seconds, but yeah.
Cameron may have messed up here. He's out of it.
That a bit, and he's down 13%. He's in trouble for me.
Has Axel outsmarted Kamarov?
Maybe.
Oh!
Did Kamarov maybe worry too much about trying to win this race rather than just taking the points? Oh, fatal! Oh, so it's not happened, is it? No, he ain't. No, he's alright. He did drop place, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's lost position to Scott. Burnt everything fatal. Same as Robbo.
Nice.
Axel's.
But he's oh look, Camarov's connection. He's jumping around a bit.
Oh, is it? I thought it was just my 5G to be fair.
No, it's not. He's been jumping around all night. It's Kamarov. So, yeah. And Axel.
He's burning everything.
Yeah. Where does Axel make the move? Surely, I mean, the obvious thing is to leave it for the pit straight again, isn't it? But well, according to the on your screen, Kamarov got a little out of shape there in that chicane.
Now is Kamarov gonna play tricks and let him by for the DRS? I don't know. We've seen that happen in real life. We might see it happen here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lifting off the throttle.
Yeah,
Axel.
Axel lifted slightly, didn't he? Did not want to get. He didn't want to make the move, and he didn't want to get too close into Ascari either. So
he wants to keep some of that
it's not just
energy,
him,
though. He wants to keep that energy because if he's coming down that back straight up towards Ascari, he's going to get DRS there, especially if he goes for the move here.
I think he's close enough to do this without energy. I reckon. He's easily close enough to do this without energy. Oh, Scott's dropping. I don't want to come off for this.
Scott's round.
But Scott is round.
Oh, Spriggs has sent for a move on Shrek. He's got it. He's got it. Great move.
So that's actually Spriggs defending from Trek. So.
Where? He looks like he's dived it down. It looks like Spriggs has sent a dive down the inside.
Well, unless they changed, and now Dystopian's round, I think.
Yeah, Scarry again. They now Axel's inside the DRS of Carson.
Yeah, he is. He's not close enough, but Carson is flashing. Don't use too much energy here, Axel. You might get a chance down into Parabolica. Unlikely, but you might.
Flashing. Oh, the skate on the exit there.
Yeah, that's
going to get the slipstream.
Yeah, behind him, Axel. Yeah, no, Carson will just close off the inside.
Oh.
And Axel runs wide.
Yeah, runs wide there.
And it's okay when he's got one over on Kamarov. That's the main thing for him. Carson wins at Monza. Axel P2, Kamarov P3, Spriggs in 4, Shrek 5, Ollie 6, Davis 7, Gumba in 8, Robbo 9, Dark Mark in 10, done very well, Fatal 11, Atkins 12, Big D 13, Schmitty in 14, Theo 15, oh, hang on, little change there.
Theo 16.
Yeah, so Scott 14, Schmitty 15, Theo 16, D-Bomb in the end comes across in 17 after that drive-through has killed his race, really. And Dystopian, he's just coming through Ascari. He will finish P18.
Unlike Fabian, that, but Mash having a tough race.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's one of the best Monza races I've seen. I know we did end up getting a safety car. Oh, Dystopian's going around at Parabolica. Calm down, lad. Not going to overtake anyone now. Yeah, we were so close. I mean, you got to think we had the sprint race as well, so that's
I mean, it
36
was, yeah,
laps.
sprint as well. How was the sprint?
The sprint was good. It was just went straight through. Fatal was the only retirement out of that. I think he had a collision with Darth Timms, but yeah, so it went straight through. No safety cars, not even a VSC in a sprint. So yeah, that was all good. So that's what I mean. We've had 36 laps. So I don't know what that works out as, about 66% or somewhat of a normal race, I guess, of a 100%
Yeah.
race. And just the one full safety car, which, to be fair, for Monza, it's pretty damn good, because you can easily end up with 4 or 5 here.
Yeah. Have a look at the sprint. Cast on the sprint, camera off, Axel, Shrek, Briggs, D-bomb. Okay.
Yeah, so
Right.
just go across to the results. We've already done the. Well, I'll just quickly go through the sprint result again, just to so they got on. Race results go through. Fastest lap, by the way, Sergeant Kamarov, 1 minute 20.562. Just 200s between him and Carsey for the fastest lap.
It's nice to see the incidents page not being taking you 10 seconds to scroll through.
Yeah, that's always a good sign. That's what
Yeah.
generally had a good race then. You could tell by the little cursor thing on the right. It's quite large. It's when it's like so small.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear. And to be fair, look at it. It's all warnings, 3 seconds. Drive through. There's a DNF there for Misfit, but yeah, it wasn't collisions. It was all just drive through warnings and that.
Right.
But there we go. Yeah. So right, Carsey. About Carsey, I think. Sergeant Kamarov.
And Axel's in.
I think that's it then. Axel's in. There's Kamarov. Just wait for Carthy. Carthy about join. He's already gone offline. Perhaps he's had to run. I don't know. Oh well, I've sent him an invite. You join if you can. Okay, right. Congratulations, guys, on the podiums. Axel, no, hang on. No, Kamarov, we'll come to you first. P3 this evening. All tight. Well, it's tight all the way through, but really tight towards the end there. I think it just came down to ERS in the end, I think. But yeah, take us through it, man. It's a pretty good Monza race.
Well, I mean, the first half of the race isn't really relevant. I fucked it up on the last couple of laps trying to catch Carsey and dropped out of his DRS, and then yeah, I lost the thing because I mean that's yeah, just shit.
So not the yeah. So maybe not the result you were looking for, but all in all, it was a pretty quality race, and sprint race as well.
Sprint race was good.
Yeah,
It was good fun, but yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, the main points come in the race, so that's where you got to do it. And I made about 400 mistakes in about 2 laps, so yeah.
Right. Okay. Anything you wanted to add, Clem?
I didn't really see. I only really got to see about halfway, so I can't really comment on either quali or sprint. The only thing is, how come you burnt so much to try and get in your the DRS of car 6? Obviously, it's a bit unlike you to obviously running so much that you're actually flashing before Axel even tries to attempt. It's just.
I would have got him. I would have been in it. I was in his DRS. I made a mistake 2 laps in a row on the second chicane and hit the curb and went into the gravel both laps. So I would have been in it, but I'm shit. So yeah.
I don't say, of course you're not. In a way, well done on the podium.
It gets Monza out of the way anyway, which is better a good thing.
It does.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's not a big favourite of many
Can
nowadays.
I go and watch quali now?
Of course you can.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See you later. Right, Shrek.
No.
Shrek, Axel.
Axel, sorry, even. Sorry, Axel. Um, hello, welcome to the podium interview, and congratulations on P2. Um, yeah, sort of held on, kept on going, and just gotten towards the end. But take us through the race round. As I say, it's a pretty good Monza race.
Yeah, I mean, quali was what I expected. I saw cars he was joining. I was like, oh shit, that's pole gone. So I was just, I was happy with P2. And then I thought it was obvious to start with soft on the sprint, but apparently it was not. So yeah,
No,
I had a
it did
huge.
help you off the line, didn't it? In the
Yeah, I
sprint, you
mean, I
did
got
get
the
him into
lead,
turn
but
one, but
yeah, but I mean, the grip was just falling off. I couldn't get the power down, and yeah, eventually I just had to settle in for third.
yeah,
And in the main race, Kamarov was really lagging. I don't know what the hell that was. It
yeah,
made
it's
me lose the
definitely
position to the
struggling.
springs. Thankfully, he pitted one lap too early, so we all got him with that virtual safety car. And
Yeah,
then that full safety car came out, and I just overtook Kamarov, which was perfect. And
yeah. I mean, I was kind of saying on stream that surely one of you's got to try an undercut, and you alluded to it there with Spriggs. Unfortunately, it was the one that tried it, and the VSC just a lap later just allowed you all to pit and just took him out of it really. But
I've been I thought about doing it when he did it, but I decided not to, which was it was a relief, to say
yeah,
the least. And yeah, on the safety car restart, I completely was caught napping. Carsey just sprinted off, camera overtook me, and from there on it was just a hang on. And all of a sudden, I see both of them flashing, and I have like 45% battery. So it was an easy
yeah,
overtake on Kamarov, and all of a sudden I had a shot at Cars as well, but I was not close enough.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. In terms of championship though, um, you've gained something tonight. So it'd be a small gain tonight, but it's still something. So heading
First
in the
time
right direction.
basically I beat Camera on track, so that feels good.
Yeah, definitely. Fair play. Um, but all in all, I think tonight a success for PRF1 and a very good Monza race. As I say, you can easily it's well, in fact, probably more often than not, you normally end up with 3 or 4 safety cars, even 5 safety cars around here. So to only
Yeah,
have the one full safety car is a really good race tonight. So
I was expecting one at turn one, to be honest, like
yeah,
first lap, but it
yeah.
didn't happen.
I think we got through turn one both times.
Yeah, I think it was just
Um,
a yellow flag for like 2 seconds, but it's
yeah,
always that.
I know Dystopian picked up a 10-second penalty coming out of turn one on the race, because he had it came up saying he had a collision with Dark Mark and it gave him 5 seconds for that, but then it also came up giving him another 5 seconds saying collision with Dark Mark and gaining a place. So
Oh,
he got 2 5-second penalties, which seemed a bit harsh, but there we
yeah.
go. But yeah, no, all in all, really good tonight, PRF1. So and congratulations to you, Axel. Anything else, Clem? Where are we next week?
No, I could not because obviously with my PC being down, I can't I get it straight away. We
It
are
might be
at
Singapore,
Singapore.
Oh, one of my favourites.
a lovely quali track.
Yeah, yeah. I just I love racing there as well. I think it's a great track. Superb. Love it.
I'm not a fan of the tire where I struggled a lot. At least I did in my first league race there. I spun out and crashed actually.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I know I got my first PRF1 podium there in Singapore
Oh,
years ago. That was
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe not
two,
years,
three,
but it was a while ago.
2, 3 seasons ago, I think it was.
About 4 seasons, I think.
Or was it
Four, because
four?
because I've been commentating 2.5. So yeah, it'd be 3. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's say 3 seasons
2.5,
ago.
three,
Then I don't know.
something like that. Yeah, we'll go with something
So
like that. Yeah.
yeah, there we go. All right then. Well, guys, thank you very much to everyone out there who's been watching along, and also to those that have been making comments and keeping us entertained. Clem, awesome. Thanks for joining as soon as you could.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Try
with all the
my
problems
best.
you've had.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be back as a proper team next week for the whole thing. But
Yes.
we shall see.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks to all of you out there, and thanks to everybody that watched the stream back at a later point. I really appreciate it. So does the league. So thank you ever so much to all of you. We will see you again next week then for Singapore at 8:30. I will be back on Sunday at 8 p.m. for HRF1. So I will see you then. And oh no, hang on, it's not 8 p.m. Actually, guys, I'm not even sure if the race is going ahead because we've got the race, haven't we, on Sunday, the real life race. So if it does go ahead, it will actually be a 6:30 start. So if we are live, I will see you then. Good night. God bless. See you soon.